the final days of World War II, a train left Budapest, 40 cars long, filled with gold, diamonds, rare art, bound for Austria, but this wasn't Nazi gold. It belonged to Hungary, and to the thousands of Jewish families who'd been deported and murdered. The train was a last-ditch attempt by a collapsing regime to escape with stolen wealth, and almost none of it was ever returned. This is the story of the Hungarian Gold Train, and the silence surrounding it. You're watching Dawn Gilded, where we chase the metal, not the hype. In 1944, Germany invaded Hungary. The Arrow Cross regime took power and sided with the Nazis. Over 500,000 Jews were deported, their homes ransacked, all catalogued, all boxed. By 1945, as the Soviets approached, the regime panicked. They packed 40 train cars with the loot, central bank gold, jewelry, rare paintings, fine china, furs, and headed west. The goal? Get to Austria, avoid Soviet capture, disappear with the wealth. But the Americans got there first. U.S. troops intercepted the train in Werfen, Austria. The contents were staggering, $200 million in 1945 dollars. That's over $3.5 billion today. But instead of returning the goods, U.S. officers looted them. Gold coins vanished, furs were sent home. Paintings hung in American bases. Some of the loot was auctioned. Some was given to relief agencies. Most of it disappeared. There was no restitution. No names matched, no items returned. For decades, the U.S. denied involvement. Survivors begged for answers. Documents were sealed. Then in the 1990s, declassified files confirmed it all. Photos, shipping logs, memo after memo. In 2005, the U.S. paid $25.5 million in a settlement. No admission of wrongdoing. No return of stolen property. Just silence. The story begins in shadows, across locked apartments and shattered storefronts. When the Nazis occupied Hungary in 1944, they didn't just bring soldiers. They brought order forms, seizure paperwork, ledgers, inventories. Entire departments were assigned to cataloging gold watches, candlesticks, diamond brooches, everything stripped from deported families. The theft wasn't chaotic, it was systematic. Gold teeth were melted, family crests filed off. Paintings were rolled and numbered, not for museums, but for bargaining chips. And that fall was coming fast. As Soviet artillery shelled Budapest, Arrow Cross officers scrambled. They had no loyalty to the Hungarian people, only to their own survival. The gold train was their escape plan. Not for Hungary, not for restitution. For themselves, this wasn't just a train, it was a mobile vault. They believed if they could get it out in time, they could trade it for safety, for exile, for silence. But when the Americans seized it, so did the truth. And that truth, it didn't last long. The U.S. Army called it unidentifiable war spoils. Instead of returning the heirlooms, they redistributed them. To units, to officers, to auctions, to warehouses that never reported back. The gold didn't vanish all at once. It was chipped away, bar by bar, ring by ring, until nothing remained. No audit, no accountability. Even today, no one knows how much made it to the U.S., how much sits in private hands, how much hangs in homes with no plaque, no name, just a silent frame. And here's where you come in. Drop a comment. Who was really responsible? The Arrow Cross, the Nazis, the U.S. Army, or all of them? If this opened your eyes, subscribe to Dawn Gilded. Because gold has memory. Even when no one wants to remember. Gold doesn't rot, doesn't rust, doesn't speak. It simply waits, and if no one tells its story, and it vanishes. You're watching Dawn Gilded. Until next time, stay sovereign.